What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Listen, I'm coming to you, trying to do this again, trying to do this kind of quickly because I want to get this in before they start drafting for this third day. Give you my opinion about how the Raiders did and just give them a grade and what we should look forward to in these next few rounds. Overall, I'm excited. I am really excited about what we achieved, okay? There's some controversy about how we achieved it, all right? But I am very, very happy about what we have achieved in these first 3 rounds, okay? Let's kick it off with the elephant in the room, right? Why did we choose Alex Leatherwood, right? Listen, according to the Raiders, Cable really has this guy as really the guy he wanted at that position. I'm sure there were other guys that they don't want to talk about, right, that they would have preferred. But at that spot, he really, really campaigned for this kid, right? I'm good with it because, listen, what you have to understand at that position, right, at that point in the draft, you're not going to get your wish list. What you're going to get is the best player at the position that you needed. We couldn't get the defensive guy that I would have valued. In fact, there's a few defensive guys that I valued, that I wanted, right? They were gone. So at that position, there was no defensive player of need that we really needed, right? That we couldn't get in the second round. So I said earlier, before the draft started, that we probably were going to go right tackle, and that's what we did. I just didn't project this guy, okay? And just to be a little transparent, right? I don't study every guy in the draft. I got a job, okay? And my job is not to be a scout. I would like to be a scout. Anybody want to pay me to be a scout? Shh. Hey, never mind. I'm not a scout, okay? So what I do, I cheat. I look at the experts, right? I look at what they are looking at that 17th spot, and I go 10 spots higher in what they're evaluating and 10 spots lower, because some people are going to drop and some people are going to rise. So I look at 10 spots as being, a nice little, groove there, right? So in that evaluation, that's where I came up with the guys that I was looking for, right? Preferably Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. I thought he was the perfect guy. He had the attitude. He had the perfect attitude to be a Raider, right? He played with that aggressiveness. He was definitely a day one starter. So I plugged him in there, right? He was available. They went somewhere else. And initially, I was like a little thrown off, but I was still excited because they were fulfilling a huge spot in our roster. We need, let me stress this, we needed a right tackle to plug and play day one. And if this was the guy they wanted, this is the guy Cable wanted, then I was good. Okay? I was good. I was happy. All right? Then what happened? I started really looking at the kid. And let me stop saying kid. Young man. I'm 50 years old. I'm 55 years old. Okay? These guys are kids to me, right? But these are young men. So I need to respect who they are. They are young men. This young man, when I really started looking at his tape, really started looking at what he's about, I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. I really feel like we have a guy that, hopefully we have him for 15 years. And we won't have to worry about that position for 15 years. Okay? I really, really feel he has that type of potential, right? He has, I think, now, I'm kind of a little confused because when I was looking at his tape, he seemed to struggle at times with some of his blocking techniques on against the run. Now he gets to the second level very well. He's very athletic. He gets to that second level and he puts his head, he really take care of like DBs who are very, elusive. He puts his hands on them and he gets them, linebackers, he handles them, right? At the second level, he does a great job, right? At the line of scrimmage, with rushing, he's sometimes, a little, but it was, what I saw, it was technique. We have the best offensive line coach in the league. That can be corrected. What I liked about him and what I saw was his pass blocking. I thought that was exceptional. I think that was great. And listen, this is a passing league. Now, I know we want to run the ball, all right? So that is important also. But let's face it, this is a passing league, right? This guy fits the bill, right? So I'm excited about this kid. I am not upset. Now, could we have maybe traded that pick and got him later? Who's to say? I look at it like this. If that's your guy, go get him. I'm not about, look, this is not a beauty pageant. We're not rating guys and trying to, look good on paper. I don't care how our draft is rated. What I care about how they perform on the field. And if this guy performs on the field, if he comes in and be a day one starter and solidifies this position for us for years to come, I am happy, care less what you think, okay? And I don't mean you as audience, I mean the analysts, because the analysts are really knocking the Raiders for reaching for this kid. I'm not upset at all. I'm happy. I'm extremely happy about what we did next, okay? I think we got the best safety in the league. This kid, Trevon, a problem with his last name, but you know what I'm talking about, from TCU. He is the best safety in this class, hands down. Now you say, RaiderKev, why did he drop to the second round? Well, a lot of times people are so critical with little things. In the offseason, he had an issue with his back, right? But according to the his evaluations, his medical, he's all clear. He's ready to go. He stated right now he's 100% ready to go. Okay, so I think we got a steal. This is what we really needed in the first round. So if you would have just reversed it and said we took the safety out of TCU, Trayvon, if we got him in the first round and then got Leatherwood in the second round, would you be happy? Would you grade us great? Will we have a better grade? It's the same thing. we solved both problems. So listen, this is why I am so happy, because I think we have really accomplished what we need to do in these first two rounds. So just to give you another understanding of how I look at things. The first round, second round, I'm looking for starters day one, okay? I'm looking for guys that's going to make impact on my team day one, all right? Third round, I'm looking for guys that's going to make my team and going to be backups and fill roles, have Pacific roles, leading me into these next two guys. These next two guys, I think, really fill roles for this team that were needed, and I'm happy. Again, I am very, very happy. So we got edge rusher Malcolm. Again, I'm not going to try his last name. Sorry, young man. He's from Buffalo. He's an edge rusher. He has what experts call great bend. Okay, he really gets after the quarterback. So coming in on passing situations with the other men that we picked up. I gotta stop saying that. Other men that we picked up in on free agency. I think that what we already had, because we had some guys, we just didn't, they wasn't consistent enough. They didn't have enough backup. You know what I'm saying? Now we have it. This kid is going to be a great addition. He's going to have a role on this team. He's going to get playing time. I love the kid. He's from Buffalo. Last time we got a kid, a young man from Buffalo, he was pretty great. Shout out to Khalil. He's still my man. Even though he's in the winning city, Khalil's still my dude. Anyway, so I'm happy with this young man. Next, we got Devin Diablo. I hope I'm saying it right. Diablo. I think I'm got that right. I'm sorry butchering your names, man. I apologize. Anyway, he's listed as a safety. He's from Virginia Tech. He's listed as a safety, but this guy plays a lot of different positions. Actually, when they actually called his name, they call him as a linebacker, right? And I think that's what he's going to play. I think he's going to play in that nickel. He's going to have a role. He's going to be someone that's going to cover tight ends. I think they're going to bring him off the edge at times on blitzes. He's capable of covering tight ends, slot receivers. He's a very versatile player. He's going to have a role on this team, right? I really, really like this kid. He's a good tackler. He has the size to compete with these tight ends, and I love that about this kid. You know, he's athletic, and one of the things I forgot to mention about the first two guys that the first round draft pick, second round draft pick are captains. This is something I love about Mayock and Gruden. They pick captains, right? This kid is a leader on the team. What does that mean when you're a captain? A, you're the one making the calls to say, come on, let's go to work. You're the one that is putting guys in positions. You're the one that's firing people up, okay? You're the one that are leaders on the team, okay? You have good characters, and you have high motor, and you have motivated guys that will also not motivate themselves, but also motivate others. That's what you have in a captain. So when you drafting captains, that's what you bringing into your locker room, okay? It's called changing the culture. You see what I'm saying? And I love that, all right? And that's every one of these kids, that's what they have done for their teams, and I hope that's what they do for the Raiders. So listen, I'm ecstatic about what we did. If you want to give it a grade, I was going to say C- at first. Okay, when I initially thought about it, I said C-, but after really, really looking at these guys real close, I'm giving it a B. I'm giving it a solid B, all right? And I'm excited because I see every one of these young men playing and making an impact on my team. And what more do you ask for? Okay? What more can you ask for? So listen, I hope your team did well. We still have, this final day to go. The Raiders, we had two picks in the 5th round. We have no 4th round pick. 2 in the 5th round, 1 in the 6th round, and 1 in the 7th. Okay. And I anticipate we going after a guard. I don't know who. I have no clue. That's up to them. I'll evaluate it after they make their choice. But I would assume they would go after a guard. I would assume that they would go after another corner. If they do, look out for this name. He's from LSU. Vince Jr. Kerry Vince Jr. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. I can't make this out. Anyway, Vince Jr., okay, from LSU. He's a cornerback. This is a young man that we talk about being an athlete. He has the speed and the athleticism. Let me get that out. To really be productive in this league. Okay, he has to work on his technique. He kind of panics on the top end. When the ball is in the air, there are times when he panics. That has to be worked out. That's why he hasn't been picked high. He has great ball skills, great speed, open up his hips very well. He does a great job, right? And he's competed. This is one thing I love about him. He's competed not only in the SEC, but let's be real. LSU has had some great wide receivers, and he's competed with these cats for his whole career. That says a lot. It says a whole lot. So, 5th round, 6th round, you bring him in. I would say, I don't think he's gonna make it out of the 5th round. If he's one of those guys in the 5th round that we choose, I think that'd be a nice choice. All right. One other kid, running back, Hankins out of Louisville. I really like this guy. If they choose him if he falls to the 6th round and they pull the trigger on this kid, that would be a steal. This guy's a home run threat, and I love his elusiveness. He's one reason why he's fallen, because he's not a big kid, right? And he doesn't run with great power, right? But he's a home run threat. And I think he can develop, he can get a little stronger, right? I think he can develop into a great 3rd down back, great backup, okay? So he would be a great addition to this team. So that's sort of what I'm looking for the rest of these rounds. And I hope you guys do well. I'm not really, I'm gonna do another video talking about the whole draft, because I have some opinions and some thoughts about what happened early in the draft, especially in the 1st round. Just a small hint, right? I think Chicago did very well, and I think some people missed the mark. I'm gonna just leave it like that, okay? I'm gonna leave. You might know where I'm going with that. Chicago did a good job. Some other guys, I think, dropped the ball, okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. But anyway, that's for down the road. So listen, guys, if you enjoy what you're watching, please subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up. Share the video. Engage. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think your team did. Tell me, criticize what I've said, right? Everyone want to criticize, so hey, do the easy thing, criticize, right? Or hey, look, be positive and talk about your team and what they did well or what they didn't, But let's be engaging. Let's communicate with each other, and let's have some fun. That's what this channel is about having fun. Once again, I want to thank the guys that helped me start. I always want to recognize X Squad on Spreaker Radio. These are the people that have held me down, gave me confidence to do this. Built for this network. Chief, H-Rap, these are my brothers. They really pushed me and motivated me to do this, so I thank them. Listen, you guys, I'm always want to end this by saying, listen, take care of each other, all right? Love each other, okay? And be blessed.